Tchoukball ETBF edition.
Hi and welcome back to the European Winners' Cup 2019. We're now on the third and final day and we have the second semi-final in front of us with the Italian Ferrara Bulls and the Swiss Meyrin Panthers.
Set to be a very exciting match, as always. We've got Ferrara Bulls, last year's champions, versus Meyrin Panthers, who played an incredible match yesterday. Just losing by 1 point to Chaux-de-Fonds. So they might be quite tired. Just spoken to the Chaux-de-Fonds player, the right shooter, who was saying the whole team is really feeling it today.
And as well, in this case, bench will be important. The people who doesn't play that much will really show their strength right now, because they need to show how they're fresh, how they can really put out the game in this moment. Chaux-de-Fonds, not the Chaux-de-Fonds, but the Meyrin Panthers shows like a short bench. Ferrara Bulls have a little bit more guys. Let's see what's going on.
Exactly, and on the teams today, so obviously we are Murray Haugen,
Tara Gania,
and Filippo Burresi.
And on the Ferrara Bulls today, numbers and names are coming up.
With number 15, Mattia Arveda. Number 17, Emiliano Biavati. Number 3, Fabio Bolognesi. Number 9, Andrea Bonora. Number 13, Sara Bonora, between the siblings. Number 20, Chiara Checchi. Number 23, Francesco Contenti. Number 5, Paolo Dolzani. Number 55, Luca Greco. Number 7, Andrea Comina. Number 77, Silvia Mantovani. And number 10, which is the captain, Antonio Notarangelo. In the bench, as a coach, Stefano Checchi, the sibling of Chiara Checchi.
Whilst for Meyrin Panthers, we have number 17, Bruno Remolif, number 7, David Montero, number 12, Deborah Noijon, number 5, Jonas Gachet, 27, Jean-François Raboteau, number 9, Jonathan Vieira, 11, Kevin Rouge, 22, Meylan Aguilera.
And we're off for the semi-finals.
53, Talita Carnero, 97, Thomas Produit, and number 2, Vincent Simonin. With coaching, we have Samantha Arpina and Alexandra Dubois.
And point to Ferrara Bulls to start off the game.
Oh, little too much there for second line to get to.
And obviously we try to give you an unbiased view of the game, but as we have mentioned before, we do have an Italian with us, so if you hear some manic celebration off the sideline when Ferrara Bulls are doing well.
Luckily we don't have a camera, otherwise I will be really...
No, we just have a bench that jiggles up and down.
And 2-2 head-to-head at the start of the semi-final.
I feel like if Meyrin Panthers played the way they did yesterday, and Ferrara Bulls also how they've been playing all tournament, we could be in for another point-by-point match. which we are seeing right now.
It is really important to see who will be the first one to catch. I have the feeling that Meyrin Panthers will be looking towards the number 9, Mr. Vieira, which is a pretty great shooter. On the opposite side, number 11 is a great shooter as well. On the Ferrara Bulls notes, Natarangelo Notes, number 10, is the left shooter. And as well,
A long ball down the line there, all dropped to the floor.
Just a little short.
Will be the 2 great shooters to see from Ferrara.
Exactly. Well, as we know from the other semi-final, and as we have mentioned previously, great point.
Beautiful. It just hangs in the air there.
EWC starts out with group games, 2 groups of 6, meaning the players before today would have had 5 games from 5 o'clock on Friday until 8:30 yesterday. So it's been a full 2 days of Tchoukball, finishing off today. And the players are showing a bit of fatigue.
You wouldn't know it, some of them.
Shots seems to be going, shots are going off, flying off the handle, really great shooting, but defending seems to have taken a bit of a toll.
It's taking a back seat at the moment.
And great defense.
Say that and we get a brilliant catch.
It's usually the way. We just like to jinx everything.
Again there, we've seen Meyrin Panthers 2 games yesterday we commentated on, and we saw a very strong defense in both those games. Not quite showing now.
Now a great
Excellent
defense.
catch
And again,
there.
we just need to say that and they will catch it clearly.
Oh, unlucky.
Save and then a short, really just losing that point.
It gives Ferrara Bulls an early lead there.
Oh, straight in to number 20, Chiara. Such a strong defender.
Not getting down on his knees, number 9 there. Making it much harder to catch. Balls are always better to deal with when you're on your knees.
Truth to that, indeed. And to be honest, they were both calling for it. Oh, brilliant point. But yes, obviously, number 10 calling for that second line ball very loudly, but so was Chiara, and we had a crash. As we said yesterday, second line, see it, say it, sorted.
I know Ferrara Bulls got the upper hand this first 5 minutes, 10-5. They need to step up more and more. I mean, Ferrara got the upper hand in the moment. They already showed the good defense, but they need to show it for a long time, as right now. Arveda make another time the defense and can give to a great spin. God.
Well,
Beautiful spin.
we have 10 minutes to go with a 6-point lead already from Ferrara Bulls.
I think you find that 7-point lead over
7
there.
points. I just can't anymore.
Basic maths have gone.
I actually did quite well in my maths exams. Oh, beautiful from the captain there, Thomas Produit. Oh, and again,
Another short. Number 2 not quite as lucky with those shots today.
You think not only is a short a lack of a point for you, a lack of an opportunity to score, it's also giving a point away
Yes.
to the other team.
And although you do get that ball back, you are then starting at the
Starting from a deficit.
Exactly. And really pressure to perform.
Oh.
Travel to notes, number 10 for Ferrara Bulls. He is really one of their star players, number 10. It's an amazing shot on him. Haven't seen much from him early in the game, but we'll see if he finds his own right and starts really pushing them down the line against the Panthers defense.
Oh, well, it's a bit of a wayward option pass. Beautiful there from.
I mean, number 10 is 0 Degree, are really well known as the ND1. It tries sometimes to change it. Be aware, some referee call as a lensing.
Straight through the middle there.
So be aware that maybe he can be shortening his variability to just one shoot. Let's see during the game.
Safe hands from number 15 for
Arveda Mattia, yep.
Oh, 11 got a hand to it, Kevin Rouge, but sadly one hand was not enough to control the ball.
Sometimes you really just need to use two hands.
Proper grip on there.
The D. Oh, save. Again, Chiara, number 20 for Ferrara, is really showing what she was made out of.
Ferrara seem to be walking all over Meyrin Panthers at the moment. Double the score, 16-8 with 7.5 minutes left. So saying that, beautiful shot there from number 27.
And obviously we already know from last game that Richter Treiskirchen have made the first place in the EWC final. Whoever wins this.
That was very sneaky.
Beautiful.
Very sneaky.
Really dirty shot down the line. But yes, whoever wins this game will obviously be the second finalist in the 2019 EWC and will meet Austrian Tchoukball. And maybe here as well as with the last game.
Excellent, snatching that ball in there from Progrès.
There is a clear winner here. Obviously Ferrara having one.
Oh, beautiful.
Again.
Number 5, Jonas Gachet, constantly plucking those balls out of the air.
No.
And converted into a point. They are closing that gap, 6 points in it now, not 8. If they can make Ferrara balls move around a bit more. Oh.
Coming into the commentary. You want to airdrop me? You want to airdrop it to me? And yes, 17-12 to Ferrara. Brilliant point beyond the defense. Yes, as we said, as with the last game, this is really, you have a first place.
Oh!
Beautiful catch there.
Ferrara Bull came away with the first place in the group, and Meyrin Panthers got second in the group after a very, very tight game with Treiskirchen yesterday.
Panthers, they're visibly frustrated.
Again,
That gap is growing again.
We are expecting Ferrara Bulls to come away with the win here. Last year's winners of the EWC as well. Really coming back to reclaim their title.
Oh, just go wrong-footed there.
I mean,
see, if Ferrara Bulls win, that means two Swiss teams will be meeting each other for third place.
It's a common occurrence anyway.
it's really common when you think about that last week in the Silver Cup as well. Both Swiss team doesn't get to the final. Ferrara Bulls, I think, are the most caustic team to play for. Meyrin
Oh,
Panthers.
beautiful. Good reactions there from number 17, Bruno Remolif.
Oh, wow. Those girls are not letting any balls pass
Not
them.
at all. They are in full control of the balls.
I mean, they're more caustic because they have variability of shoot. If you shoot just one shot, if you can see as well from the left shooter, Emiliano Biavati, is really, they are catching up. If you have a variability of shooting, there will be much more difficulty, which shows around this game.
Great second line, number 53 very confident on second line, as we've seen in previous games.
Oh!
Arve taking that straight to the throat. Really deep throating that ball in the last pickup. And a great point to Ferrara Bulls down in their end of 4 against the end of 3 for Meyrin Panthers.
And what we have in the meantime, nothing. What do you see in the moment is like, what it really means is how the fake.
Whoa. Rare short there. 5 points in it now. Meyrin Panthers are gradually catching up. We saw this yesterday. They were down and brought it back. So we know they have the potential to do it. So whether they can raise the level of their game to match Ferrara.
Oh, high ball.
Oh. Sliding into their own bench there.
And they did see it, they didn't say it, and it wasn't sorted this time.
Very much not. Beautiful dig there from
53.
53. Polita Canero.
A great point down in Meyrin Panthers.
Right now, we see there will be a switch. Is it a switch? And an over from Notarangelo.
Having 3-4 players really trying to throw themselves after the ball to get a hand on it.
Oh, unfortunately, it was a landing.
Unfortunate landing, yes.
Oh, a little bit too much there. Just overshot that long
And
pass.
really, you don't want to make these type of mistakes in a game like this. It can quickly turn around.
Oh.
As we see, Ferrara Bulls punishing them for that mistake.
What they do in the moment, Ferrara is, which is really important, they try to use their number 10 as a bait, and the moment
Pick
maybe.
Oh,
a great catch.
beautiful there
Pick
from
seems
Jonathan.
number 17 from Ferrara Bulls seems to have thought that was hit the floor before it hit his hands. That's the point to Meyrin Panthers.
Oh, so close there from point 3.
Well, what I had to say before, and what we show right now, the two best players are using as a bait. Like, be aware they can shoot, and they serve the defense are not really on point,
Wonderful.
but the shooting right now are on point.
I think they want to win.
I think so. It's quite fun winning.
It is. I recommend it.
Oh,
And a short there. Wow.
ending the first period, 21-24, with a strong end from Meyrin Panthers. But Ferrara really built the lead in the first part of the period.
So we can give you a bit of background on the teams now in the break. Ferrara Bulls, as we said, last year's reigning champions of the European Winners' Cup, and are along with Serrano Castor and Tchoukball, only other teams qualified for this year's EWC who has previously won an EWC event. They're the winners of the Italian League, of course.
They're winning now for 2 years in a row the Italian League, pretty in a beautiful way. And now they are first in the same position with all the teams. Just for remember, the Italian League have playing for district So sometimes you find that if you go straight away to the Italian Tchoukball Federation page, different score on the leaderboard. But Ferrara really is showing a strength every time. They are losing just one match and one draw, one with the winner of the last week European Silver Cup, Rovelos Gavish, and then one draw with a really young generation team as the Castellanza Chougoul. So this year they've shown as well their strength. And just for giving you the idea, the 4 teams they're playing to the Winner Cup and to the Silver Cup seems like to show their way as well this year in the playoff in Italy.
Exactly. You can say it seems very, the Swiss league then seems to be a bit more even at the top, being that we now having 2 Swiss teams, well obviously 1 Swiss team potentially making it to the final, but also potential 2 Swiss teams fighting for that 3rd place. And
it's very tight over there. All teams are exceptionally equal in ability.
And obviously, as we said for last weekend's European Silver Cup, 2 teams in the final from the Swiss league, so very good teams and more level maybe than some of the other leagues.
I would say Italy last week really demolished all the teams. There was a fair game with the Swiss team from Carano, which is the 4 teams in the standings. And right now we show as well as the Swiss team are strong because still.
And we're kicking off, or throwing off, the 2nd period of this semi-final.
Because still, we saw it, how 4 Swiss teams are in the semi-finals, are in the first 4 in both tournaments, and in the moment, score the point for Ferrara Bulls. Was one changing, Andrea Bonora, so both brothers, both siblings are here in the field. Andrea Bonora for Paolo Dolzani, which means that we will have a little more faster changing maybe on the side, on the frame.
Exactly.
Ferrara picking out those gaps once again. I feel like Meyrin are a little slow to start this third again, as they were the first. I think that's what's let them down. They let too many through in the beginning. But beautiful shot there from Vieira.
Just finding the gap there and really using it. And Chiara talking to the coach of Ferrara Bulls there. Another straight through a gap, really no one got a hand to that at all.
No, they're going to need to start closing these gaps, otherwise that gap in the score is going to get even bigger. 4 points still, 27-23.
The thing is that they try so hard to close the 0 degree, which in their points great. Second line, they tried to close the 0 degree, so no one, that's number 10. They tried to shoot in different angle to make the defense more wide awake.
Oh, another point to number 7 for me from Ferrara Bulls.
And,
So sneaky there.
And has so much time in there. This is really what stands out with the male versus female shooters. We don't see many female shooters in the EWC. And that is much just down to the athleticism and the guys really having all that time in there and the range they get. Obviously, Meyrin Panthers though has a female shooter on the bench, and it'd be interesting to see if she will be coming on.
we'll see us because this game is really a point to point. And then, great 2 catch.
I'm afraid that Vieira's beautiful
that second line, number 50
from Talita.
Not letting that through at all. Really strong second line game from her today.
Oh
no! Wonderful there from Remolief. But it'd be interesting to see whether Vieira's usual power shots straight down the middle, they're not working at the moment. They're getting caught pretty much every time, if not knocked up and caught by a second line. Be interesting to see if he changes his game up a little bit.
Exactly.
Adapt to the situation on the court.
Both teams really play really well. This feel like really a great point-to-point semi-final, which show how beautiful and a great point from Andrea Bonora.
And taking a 5-point lead, looking like Meyrin Panthers were clawing their way back, but not quite getting the hang of it. And
another mistake there. Could be costly.
We know Ferrara Bulls are quick to punish mistakes.
Beautiful catch there.
Bonora again!
Really dangerous second line catching play though from Bulls.
It's the same situation we've just had.
Really showing their horns and bunching up towards each other. And really the horn should just be used against the other team, not each other.
You want to say that this match is an animals fight, Bulls versus Panthers?
Definitely a Bulls versus Panthers fight.
Excellent from Talita.
It depends if the Panthers can get their claws in.
Sarah there from Ferrara was just coming in a little too close for the second line, ball flying, whizzing past her.
Or maybe the Bulls will show them the horns. Oh, brilliant pick up.
Beautiful play there from the Panthers.
The power in that shot from number 9.
You do not want to get your fingers or your face stuck behind that ball.
And obviously it was a great situation yesterday in the game against...
Oh, so close. Jean-François Rabateau there.
Yes.
Such incredible effort.
Number 9 yesterday in a game managed to shoot it into a defender. It bounced back, and because of the power, bounced into the frame, and then a point was scored from the other team with little effort made by them.
It's a wasted shot there from Ferrara Bulls. Open, completely open, and ended up in a short.
To spin a lot, and so the shooter was not that strong. So Emiliano make the short. Right now, we need to see what we'll do. Not Arangelo. Oh! What a great defense from Panthers.
Hey!
Bringing it back.
Very impressive play there.
Cheering each other on as well, showing that team spirit.
3
which
points
is so
in it.
important. Chiara holding on to that ball.
We see now what Notas will do. He will shoot, he will try, and
Oh,
90.
wonderful there.
30 degree, which granted. And then now Vera, he reached it, but they both catch it again.
Oh,
Almost crashing into the scoring table there. Just couldn't get there quickly enough.
Oh! Oh!
the point the ball just touched the floor underneath number 9 there, Andre.
Oh, great
Well
second
read
line.
there. Oh, a little wayward. It's too much.
These mistakes are really important because it's already the third, 4 times. This wipe, the changer, is not going on, doesn't connect. Our point important.
Oh, but saving it there. Yes, definitely. Panthers are fighting back, teeth and claws.
2 points in it now.
But obviously, if they keep making mistakes, they will not get head-to-head with the Bulls.
I think the atmosphere they're creating is very energetic, potentially starting to put Ferrara Bulls off. Oh, just a frame.
And yet again, another mistake, though, that cost them potentially gaining a 1 point deficit.
Oh.
Mistake for a mistake. But I think Meyrin Panthers are really pushing every limit here, trying to get the 0th 0, the 90th 90.
Oh, safe hands from number 7.
He's got incredible power, but he's not breaking through that defense. Oh!
Really, the one shooter, Dragomina, is stepping up a lot in this period.
Definitely seeing a strong game from him. Too many mistakes. I mean, Ferrara Bulls aren't really punishing them enough at this point. We would expect to see more of a head.
Considering the number of mistakes we've just had from Panthers, you'd expect the scoreline to be a little bit higher.
But Ferrara Bulls just not punishing them
Wonderful
enough.
catch there.
Really stepping up their defense, and as we know, catches win matches, but also defense will lose you games.
I mean, as you said, as Tara said,
win
the
you
mistake
games.
were a little bit more wide, but what we saw in the
Wonderful
moment.
there. Number 11 sat right on that line, so they can capitalise. Oh. And foot on line there,
And
saving
mistake.
Panthers a little bit.
Ferrara has not really made any point difference despite numerous mistakes from Panthers.
Beautiful shot there from number 11.
And at
1 point.
Filippo on the commentary box getting a bit stressed for his countryman.
Yeah, I am. I mean, I'm feeling so much in the game. Ferrara really, I'm feeling for them as well. Sorry, guys. I know that.
Oh, so sneaky.
Sneaky
Making the
shot.
fact that second line, making use of the fact that second line just went there.
Sports is all about emotions, and let's be honest, normally when you have commentary, you would have commentary from each nation.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're a mix of nations. Italy,
Oh!
UK, and expat from Norway.
It's a class combination. We try.
Combination, all you want. Brilliant point there again, just really using that gap, and they left the gap for him, and he just takes advantage of it. And 1 point to catch again for the Panthers. Ferrara dropping a little.
Second line there.
Now it's Victor Vieira. Great defense. And I think so. They train for this moment, the foresight versus Vieira. This is really, really a good idea. And a great point finally from Natarangelo.
Unlucky from number 5, really shooting straight at the defender there. Oh, great defense from.
Attention.
Oh, and a short. That 1 point gap again. But as we know, getting those catches in is so vital.
And a great switch on the D. As I saw, a great change up.
Hamilov.
It's a really important because it's a long line, by the way. There's still 1 point gap in the second period, 2:22 till the end. Let's see what will happen.
Oh! Incredible catch there from Gachet.
Safe on second line, making up.
And they've drawn it equal with 2 minutes to go.
In the second period. As we said, it's just
Now,
Panthers with so many mistakes over a 2-minute period there, and Ferrara just not racing ahead as they needed to do to win this game, and really it has cost them dearly. Still 1 point gap, but Panthers chasing that lead.
Now let's see what will happen in the moment. A great defense from Arveda.
But weak finish there for number 5.
Oh,
Good
thrown
and
away again by
short.
number 17 with a short. 40 all.
They are really trying to make it hard for themselves, Ferrara Bulls.
Oh, man. Caught out by a little flick of the wrist there.
But where was the rest of the defense? They were just nowhere to be
Didn't
seen.
think they even know that.
Just having a little break on the other side, waiting to see if he could hit a very beyond angle. Clearly the game plan there. Oh. Oh.
Don't kick the Tchoukball ball.
Tchoukball ball.
Tchoukball ball. Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows not to kick the Tchoukballs. And now 44 seconds left of the second period in the semi-final.
The last few points of this are going to be
Wow.
exceptionally important here.
Really not reading the gaps, really just trying to go for the angles he knows. Landing cold.
I mean, what Meyrin trying to do is, what they do is catch the best shoot of the older shooter from Ferrara, and which make them impossible for them to shoot. He's always on the 0 degree. He's always on the second line.
It's
And
caught.
Oh, lucky!
No, just
Less than 10 seconds on the clock. 4, 2.
Here our shoot.
Oh!
A point
finishing
to
strong.
the end.
42 all. This game is exceptionally high scoring. Oh my lord. Sweaty palms.
Oh, your Lord, what I need to say, I'm Italian, I'm still supporting for my team, for my nation, and I'm really on a heart attack.
really an emotional outburst there from Filippo on the commentary bench.
Oh.
He's just needing to take a little moment to cool down.
Well, what can we say about that one?
Oh, yeah.
There were plenty of
But yeah, it's such excitement. As we said, we really thought Ferrara Bulls would be the winners, really just taking this game away, and we're not seeing that. And as we said, it was just a lot of mistakes from Meyrin Panthers.
But I think they proved yesterday, though, that despite the mistakes, they're an incredible team for clawing their way back in. And that's exactly what they've done here. It's just whether they can now hold on to that equal score and take a lead. That's the big question. And yeah, that's
a question of the game. But again, whether Ferrara can start punishing the team for the mistakes. Obviously, mistakes breed mistake, and we saw that for a 2-3 minute period where Meyrin was just making mistake after mistake, giving Ferrara Bulls the ball, and just nothing came of it. And really, I think that is what has lost them this third.
I mean, in this moment, in this 2-3 minutes, was a bad effort from the mistake, but a great effort for the difference, because Ferrara tried so hard to make the point, but unfortunately, Meyrin was there with the difference, which was already tied.
Exactly.
they just didn't capitalise on those points.
Yeah, we're seeing the defence stepping up though for both teams, but Meyrin Panthers really stepped it up in defence. Catches does win matches.
Indeed, and what we saw in the end of the game, as we see right now on the field, is Meyrin Panthers really are hyped up because they did the last point of the last period and they catch it up Ferrara.
We haven't seen any team changes from Meyrin. I think they wanted to keep it the same.
The third and final period. Yeah, there haven't been much changes on Meyrin's side.
Too bad, no changes on the Italian side either. Straight through that gap once again.
Keeping it the same. Obviously the question being, should Ferrara Bulls have changed it up, being that we've seen them played strong.
Just a little bit close there again on that second line. It's much harder to run backwards than it is to run forwards.
This time, the first line doesn't get the ball to the second line in a good way, and has another mistake.
Fumble, let's Let's see if Ferrara can actually punish them for it.
Beautiful there. Gachet's always there. His long arms. Oh, diving all over the place.
What he did was amazing. He catched the ball. He was angry for points, angry to score, and he did it. That's pretty good because mentally now he's building up his self-consciousness.
Oh. Solid on first and solid on second. Number 20 from Ferrara Bulls and number 10 Notes.
Ferrara Bulls have come out fighting this final third. Question is, can Meyrin Panthers raise their game?
And they can.
As a
and
reply,
they will.
they have no choice.
There's a 13 minutes, 46-44. Only 6, so this is the most exciting match we can see at the moment in the tournament. Is a point-to-point and a really great match for both teams.
And Meyrin Panthers with so many.
A great second line.
Yeah, Meyrin Panthers really shown in this tournament.
Excellent there. Beautiful recovery.
Amazing from both sides.
He was there, he was ready for it.
Excellent. Strong hands there.
Oh,
my
word.
word.
Into a defensive game now.
Pay attention now because everything can happen. And it will happen! Not Tarantula again!
And that celebration, basically just humping onto the referee there.
Really, what an amazing game. What an amazing defense from both sides.
Oh. Calling that point, yes. We might be in agreement with the referees. Just dropping short of his fingers and rolling into his hands. Really hard to tell with those points.
Now, a great point from Gamina. Really, is a point-to-point. We saw
Just getting a ball there.
a great defense before, and now great points from both sides.
Bulls just opening up that gap again. 3 points.
Oh, and that's in. And 2-point difference. Ferrara Bulls really have to make every point count to take away the win. Oh.
Captain Thomas
Almost.
Brodry trying as hard as he can there to create a positive, energetic atmosphere. There's a big tumble there from number 9 Vieira.
Really, right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's a matter of inches, matter of power, matter of defense, matter of shooting.
So, you know, just all aspects of a Tchoukball game.
Indeed. Right. You're right. Right now, let's see what Ferrara would like to get the offense right now with Bono Andrea, the young player. We scored a point.
Brilliant. 3 points standing between.
Powering that through once again.
Vieira maybe found the right place where to shoot, the right place where to make the point. Really important because Vieira is one of the strong players for Meyrin Panthers.
Exactly, and we have seen though 2 balls coming through into more of a low second line.
Excellent shot there.
Brilliant, finding those gaps.
This is what they've got to do. There's now 1 point in it again. Panthers constantly playing catch up though.
Have to say the defender.
Hey, wonderful catch there from the captain.
Can they even out the score?
And they can! 50 all. Oh my word. Put some chips on that catch up.
And number 15 for Ferrara Bulls. starting to look a bit tired. Great point through the defense. But yeah, number 15 from Ferrara Bulls, I think I'm seeing some fatigue there. He's not quite making those second line catches either. He's there now, but it's just slipping. It's slipping through the defense. To be fair, that's a lower shot than we've seen previous, just finding that gap in the defenders.
I mean, you need to think as well, this is the third period, so a lot of people are starting to get fatigued, and a second line for one person is really a big job to do. We'll see now what will happen. Ferrara will shoot, maybe will defense. Yes, doesn't count, unfortunately.
52,
Great effort.
52, yeah. Great effort from Ferrara. Really struggling with the power of number 9.
You've seen that a lot with most players.
Coming up the lap of number 5, jumping off his thigh and just not quite there on the second line.
Really is a heartbreaking if you see everything.
Beautiful shot there. Right in the corner of the court.
17, visibly frustrated with himself for not getting a hand on it.
Right now, everything really counting in every single inch. Let's see. Oh, given point.
So for the first time in this match, Panthers are in the lead. 54-53.
And halfway, just gone past halfway of this third and final period.
Just taking their time a bit.
A mistake.
A mistake.
Again.
Not sure he could decide whether to shoot or pass there. And Panthers making them pay. Oh, no.
Great charter play from number 9. Referee did not see that. And despite it having taken them even, he called that one out. That is great.
Oh! Excellent third line there from number 7. And then again from 97, Thomas Pontoui.
Frame number 17, half calling it out to the ref there to ask for a frame. Obviously you're not supposed to do
Excellent hands from number 11.
Still 1 point gap, guys.
Can they make it 2? Yes, they can! Excellent performance here from Panthers. It would be nice to have a Swiss team in the final of EWC. It's been a while, if at all. Plus, however, if they end up in the excellent catch, if they end up in the playoffs for 3rd and 4th place, they will be playing Swiss champions Chaux-de-Fonds.
A 3-point break now. Seems like the Ferrara lost their grip on the game.
Lost their mojo.
And they're looking frustrated out there.
Momentum can carry a team in Tchoukball unbelievably quickly. Oh, so sneaky. Low down the line there from number 17. They've changed shooting ends.
Seems to be a good idea. The 3 was struggling down to get.
And it's out!
Just too far. And that lead has now gone back down to 1 point.
And Kiara screaming out to get.
Would we care for a translation?
I would say they need to take out everything right now.
Yeah, to give everything.
It might have been a bit more crude than that, but that's the.
Let's
that's
try to make it a friendly.
PC. A PC translation. Excellent catch. Number 11's hands today are just like glue.
Let's see now what they will do.
Excellent shot.
Shooting and making another point.
Again, seemingly a good decision to switch the ends and switch up the game a little, but we've seen the 3 struggle a bit.
Oh! Stop it!
Indeed, unbelievable!
Oh my God!
This is his game, isn't it?
Stop it! It's so good.
4-point lead the Swiss and second line catch. Again, so as I was just saying, you have to question in a bit the defensive decision to put a 3 on number 9.
No. Okay.
Who is he's
Yep. Emiliano Biavati exits for number 3, which you don't see many times maybe in the Italian Championship.
Down there.
They saw maybe Emiliano was like a little bit out of the game. And
it's
ladies
a
and gentlemen,
lead. It's a 6-point lead.
Oh, it's a good shot there.
And obviously,
it's a 5-point game in 3 minutes. Everything is possible, but right now, I feel like the Meyrin Panthers.
They are on a roll.
Indeed.
as I said, the switching of the ends for Ferrara Bulls did not seem to have benefited them at all. Really giving number 9 from Meyrin Panthers just that space to run with in his shooting.
Good catch there.
Let's see if they can turn it less than 3 minutes left and 6-point difference. They will literally have to go all in. At 97,
Hugging that ball.
hugging it in a deep squat.
Oh, just a little hasty there. They have time.
To go.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm still a little bit sad. Okay,
Oh,
it's a point.
Full in the
Everything is
defense
possible.
there.
Let's see what will happen now. It's a 5.2 minutes.
potentially
Now-
a bit of blind hope from the Italian.
All ball counts.
This is really
That's excellent catch.
into bringing it around, and obviously Tara Granea, who has
Oh, it's beautiful. No.
Touch the
phenomenal.
line.
So close.
It's a really
We're seeing the colours come out from Tara Granea here, who spent time in Switzerland and seems to have a bit of a favourite in this game as well.
and a point
so
now.
much effort there. I can't cope with this.
It's too
Is that
exciting. It's
4
a minute
minute?
40 seconds
I just think coming in
left.
as the slight underdogs, considering Ferrara Bulls are the previous champions, it would be very nice to see a Swiss champion.
It might be the Swiss versus the Austrians in the EWC final.
Oh, and a
29.
mistake there from Ferrara Bulls. See if Meyrin can convert it.
Minute left. I think we can call it. I think we can call it at this point. Let's just see what happens in the last minute. Point to number 15 of Ferrara Bulls. And you can see Meyrin Panthers really just slowing down this game.
Play it to their pace.
It's a frame game. Frame 4. Arveda going to Bonara. Bonara maybe got to Notarangelo.
Oh!
It make a give
Oh,
points.
it's just
Yeah.
short.
Right now I can call as well the game. Me as well as Italian.
Sadly.
Sadly, yes,
Sadly
indeed.
for the Italian side, they put up an incredible fight. They've played some outstanding Tchoukball. Another flat, fast option pass coming in there, and it's too much for the Swiss to handle. 4 points left. A little bit too much to do in 20 seconds, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm afraid, yes, indeed.
The Swiss are going to take their time now.
A lot of time they will take right now. And
Some long balls to see if he sends that back or goes for it. They going
Beautiful shot.
after last,
probably finishing with a 5-point win, turning it completely around.
That
in
is
the
an
last third.
incredible comeback. They know.
great games. We need to say both teams played really well. Both teams have deserved the final, but Meyrin got what they need to do to win this game. Really, if you love Tchoukball, this game is a hell of a game, by the way.
Something else.
And from the commentator box, really again, going back to that second period with Meyrin Panthers making those mistakes and Ferrara Bull not being able to use them to their advantage and score the points they needed to get the lead.
What was the main point, was the difference? As we say every time, as a catchphrase, as a joke, catches win matches. In this moment, catches save matches for Meyrin Panthers because the many mistakes.
Won.
And what a yes, because the many mistakes will be cost them the final. And after last year, Meyrin Panthers are back to the final. And after 2 years, Tchoukball as well is back to the final. 2 of them.
After 3 years.
Yeah, 3 here.
3 years.
Yeah, last year, 2 years or 3 years ago.
They got a 3rd place. The year before they had a 7. So last time Tchoukball won the EWC would have been in 2016.
I mean, this match I would say was calling at the end of the last 5 minutes.
And Ferrara Bulls really looking defeated as they walk off the court here. Really tough to handle from last year's champions. Now playing Chaux-de-Fonds in the 3rd place final.
I mean, we need to say as well, great fair play for both teams, great fair play for Ferrara. Couple of calls they call it against themselves, which I would say
on turnovers as well.
Indeed.
Beautiful charger game. But obviously, Meyrin Panthers, they were formed in 2007 and have since their first participation in EWC in 2011, they have averaged a 3rd place in the last 7 editions of EWC and have never finished outside the top 4, and obviously are now facing Tchoukball in the final of the European Winners' Cup 2019.
And then we saw as well last match from these 2 teams, Tchoukball and Meyrin Panthers, is a 1-point match which is introduced us as what a heart attack match will be. If you have a heart disease, please, ladies and gentlemen, be aware. Next match, the finals, we will commentating afterwards. The 3rd and the 1st place will be really, really great match, and I'm scared. I'm feeling really awesome to see these games. We are waiting for, I think so, will be just Meyrin Panthers. Ferrara so much took the defeat really hard.
Definitely. I don't think there are no comment from Ferrara Bulls after this game. And obviously, just to say as well, Meyrin has won 6 out of the 7 last Swiss champion.
I mean, they show as well right now why they are reigning champion.
Over in the commentary. Thank you for following us and stay on for the pre-match commentary. Thank you very much.
So we have just witnessed an incredible match between Meyrin Panthers and Ferrara Bulls. Ferrara Bulls, last year's champions, they were leading throughout the majority of the match. They're constantly playing catch up, but in the end the score was 65-60 to Meyrin Panthers. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So they will go through to the final to face Tchoukball from Austria. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling so good. It was our aim to get to the final, but as always it was difficult because the Italian play is really difficult to catch, and I think at the beginning we had trouble. But at the end we stayed together, we didn't lose faith, and we started to catch, and that helped a lot. And yes, that was an amazing feeling.
Yeah, we could see you out there trying to create a really positive energy, a lot of shouting motivational comments, but yeah, you did seem to make it a bit tough for yourselves in the beginning, a few mistakes. What would you improve on going into the final?
I think if you want to win in the final, you're not really allowed to make so much mistakes at the beginning. I think we should play like we play at the end, but from the beginning on. Because I know Tchoukball will be also really wanting to win that though. So I hope it will be an amazing game.
Yes, they did have quite a successful match before. They won by a clear 20 points. Do you think what is going to be the toughest aspect of that game, do you think?
It's difficult to say. We lost by 1 point in the first round robin. So it was really tight. It could have been 1 point for us. So I don't know what to expect. I suppose it will be the same kind of match, and I hope we will do a little bit better, less mistakes, and then we should maybe, I don't know, if we're lucky a little bit.
Right, well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks.
We'll be watching and commentating, so good luck for the rest of the day.
Bye.
Thank you. So we now have Bury at St Edmunds from Britain against Guildford from Britain as well. This is set to be a tough match. They play each other week in, week out. And so we'll just join you again shortly. Can you tell me when?
Yes, just a second.
So we are joined by Ferrara Bulls player.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name, sir?
Hey, Andrea.
Andrea.
Number 7 from Bulls.
You put up as a team an incredible fight today.
Yeah, it was really hard. They were quite strong, especially in defense. When you play with this high level of Tchoukball, it's just a matter of just a mental matter. So they were stronger than us. So congrats to their team. We did our best, and they beat us. That's it.
You'll be playing Chaux-de-Fonds next. How are you feeling about that match? Is there anything you want to improve on, or things that you need to keep the same? That you're doing well?
I think that for sure the tournament has not ended yet, so we have to do our best again. And as long as we've lost this time, I think we have to play much harder and stronger for the next.
That's a fair comment. You did seem to make things a little tough for yourselves towards the end, but sometimes that's just the way Tchoukball goes.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Congratulations though on such an incredible fight.
Thanks.
And no doubt you'll come out fighting again
Yes,
in
for
the
sure.
playoffs for third place. So
Thank you so much.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now Bury versus Guildford.